welcome to another episode of How Very Hannah. I'm Hannah, so let's roll the titles. Once upon a time, there was a stagey girl with a big dream. She hoped, dreamed, and prayed to work at Tesco. Wait, someone's written this script wrong. Can we get a redo?
Take two.
I dreamed a dream that one day I would hit the stage, and so it seems that dream has come true. Whoa, whoa. Oh my God, you guys, it's really happening. My life has been changed for the better, and I'm seizing the day and spinning into the spotlight. How very slay, it's giving queen. How very cringe, get out my scene. It's beginner's call, the stage is set for me. How very Hannah, how very Hannah, how very Hannah, that's the name for my podcast show and your front row. So how very Hannah, hit the lights. How very Hannah, that's too bright. How very Hannah, that was alright. How very Hannah. Change. Okay, it's my podcast show. Let's go. I'm back with a festive one today. I'm feeling really festive this year already, and I say already like it is December when this is coming out, so I'd like to think I am festive by now. But many years I have not really felt that festive, but I'm really excited for Christmas, and I've loved seeing all the Christmas lights up in London, and just like all the Christmas pâtés, all the like the picky bits they've got everywhere, the picky bits in M&S and Tesco, and like the pigs in blankets, fave. We're going to do a Christmas episode maybe next week or the week after, not sure, but a full Christmas episode is coming. But this week I've got the next best thing. Well, the better thing. I'm joined by my lovely friend who is currently performing in the Palladium Panto, which, if you don't know, if you're not from around these parts, is the most iconic Panto in London. The Panto in London, really. It happens every year at the London Palladium, which is just such an incredible venue. I'd say like a staple theatre venue in London, in the UK, maybe the main one. This is Rob's, I've just slipped out who the guest is. This is their maybe 4th year doing the Panto. Fact check that, someone in the comments. But they're an incredible musical theatre performer, writer, TikToker, and friend. So without further ado, let me introduce them. Please welcome to the pod, my lovely friend, Rob Madge.
Hi Hannah, hi everyone. Happy Christmas.
It's a festive one. My tummy's rumbling. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. Again.
It might have picked up. I can't do it. I can't rumble my tummy on demand. I've got Rob here who wasn't feeling very festive when they got here this morning. So
everybody made sure that I was feeling festive.
We've
like
used
Cindy Lou and the Grinch.
It's a claw clip and one of the Christmas tree decorations.
I think
attached
it's
to their
rather nice,
chest.
actually.
I think it's gorgeous.
And I've only had to walk past about 5 people who have sort of looked at me and gone, "What the hell are you
You matched the set.
I do. This bit does.
Anyway, we've both stated that we're both in a kooky mood today, so lock in, guys. This is going to be a funny one. Let's go back to the very beginning.
Very good place to start.
Yes, I was hoping you're going to do that. I can always count on you, Rob Madge.
Always.
Let's go back to the very beginning, Rob, where we met.
Yes.
In 2008. Why is that fully almost 20 years ago?
20 years ago, nearly. That is.
Well, 17, but let's round it up.
Well,
to
we
make
always
it sound
do,
more
yeah.
dramatic.
Yeah, after 15 you round up. That's mental. That can't believe it.
We met doing. We never talk about it. You would never even heard of this show that we might have done. Oliver the musical.
Oliver the musical.
At Theatre Royal Drury Lane.
Did we sing that?
I don't know, but it was really on key. Yeah, so Rob and I were child stars. I mean, Rob was more of a child star than I was. Because you were the Artful Dodger. I was given child.
You were who will buy dancing.
Child who will buy dancer for.
Yeah,
and you were given the Artful Dodger.
You were in Food Glorious Food though, and I wasn't.
Do you know what? There's no small parts, only small people. Was it?
Yeah, and we were small people. I still am. I haven't grown at all.
Little people can do.
Wink.
Another one of Rob's roles. No, what's the
cockney.
phrase? There's no small roles, only
Small actors.
Actors.
Isn't that what it means? As in, like, the ego is, like, small.
Yeah, and we were small because we were 11.
Yeah.
Well, I was 11.
I was 12.
Oh.
I was tiny though, wasn't I? But that's the only reason I got parts, because I never grew. I got loads of parts as a kid because I was the only boy that stayed at 2 foot.
2 foot. No, so Rob was the Artful Dodger. And what was so interesting about this production of Oliver, it was like a reboot. A reboot? No, why am I talking?
Revival.
A revival.
It was a remake.
It was a remake. It was a revival of Oliver.
Yeah.
And obviously it's back in the West End currently. But at the time it hadn't been on in years, and it reopened at Theatre Royal Drury Lane, and it got set off with a bang with one of these ITV or BBC, what was it?
ITV? Oh, no, BBC. It was BBC. Yeah.
Find,
Yeah.
So we'd had we've obviously recently had the Mamma Mia one.
Yeah.
We've had the Jesus Christ Superstar
Jesus Christ
one.
Superstar. Wizard of Oz, they didn't they? Danielle Hope. Spoilers.
Yeah.
If you were going to watch it, Danielle wins.
Spoiler. They had the Sound of Music.
Sound of Music, Connie Fisher.
Joseph.
Lee Mead.
God, this is like a test.
And Nancy.
Nancy, which was
Jodie Prenger.
And they found the Olivers through that show as well.
Yeah.
And Rob auditioned for the show, didn't you, Rob?
I did audition for the BBC I'd Do Anything show. Didn't do very well. They thought I was too rough to be Oliver.
No, but you lucked out. Because they were like, we don't see you as an Oliver, but you'd be a perfect Artful Dodger.
Yeah. And it's a fun part.
It's the funnest part. I'm sorry. Dodger over Oliver any day. There, I said it. It's like
I'm
playing...
biased, I would agree, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Sandy and Rizzo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Very that.
Different shows, obviously.
Different
but
shows.
Rizzo's a more fun part to play than Sandy.
One of them's blonde, one of them's brunette. It's like...
Yeah.
Although,
Similar vibes, actually.
In the film, Oliver's blonde, isn't he? And Dodger's brunette. But we
Yeah.
didn't do that. I think I was the only team where I had Gwion Wyn-Jones, lovely Welsh boy, who was blonde and I was brunette. And the others swapped it.
Yeah, we weren't in the same team. So with shows...
No, you were with
it's different with
Ross,
kids,
weren't
isn't
you?
it?
Yeah.
You know more than me because you did Mary Poppins.
I did, yeah.
Oliver.
Yeah.
Les Mis.
Yeah.
I've done my research. Any more?
Matilda.
Matilda.
Didn't do Chitty. You were about to say Chitty.
Yeah.
Never got to do it. Fuming. I was devastated. I've never flown in a show.
I did.
Yeah, were you in it?
Oh, imagine if we were doing it together.
Just imagine. We'd have done them all together then.
Just imagine.
Just imagine. Dream sequence.
I'd do anything. Sorry. We're not forming sentences properly.
Not at all.
Okay, right. This is a really serious podcast. So
Sorry, I can tell.
So, take me back to the start. Mary Poppins.
Oh, I thought you meant in the beginning, God created the earth. Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not making sentences, am I? I'm just saying
You're just...
dates and things. So, 2005, I auditioned for Mary Poppins. I heard about it from, I think I was at Stagecoach at the time, which is still going strong. It's like a part-time theatre school, isn't it? You go on a Saturday. And they told me that in London they were having auditions for Mary Poppins. And I dragged my mum to London. We'd rarely gone to London before. And then I got to do that for a couple of years. And I was with Scarlett Strallen, was my Mary Poppins, who is Zizi Strallen's older sister. And then Zizi played it about 10 years later.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole family, like the lore
Oh.
and the history.
Yeah, there needs to be a book.
There needs to be a docuseries like the Kardashians.
Yes!
I'm calling it.
Yeah.
I'll
Was
take
it
some
Keeping Up with the
royalties from that,
Kardashians,
thank
like
you.
Jazz Hands with the Strallens or something. Yeah.
Yeah. The Strallens.
The Strallens.
On Disney Plus.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Oliver, exclamation mark.
Exactly.
The exclamation mark was very important. Are you on the cast album, by the way?
Poppins.
Yeah.
No.
Well, any cast
No,
albums.
I'm on the cast album for Matilda.
Ooh, so who did you play in Matilda?
I played a part that no longer exists.
What?
The part was called Reginald, Justice for Reginald. He got cut after the Stratford run.
Really?
Because I think there used to be 11 kids. There was like an odd number of kids. And then they were like, why is there 11 kids? There should just be 10. And they were like, we'll get rid of the most irrelevant school child. But I've got a solo. I sing the second verse in When I Grow Up.
Oh my gosh. Who sings that now? Bruce
Not
or
Reginald.
something. Yeah, not
Bruce.
Reginald.
No, I have Reginald.
Oh my God, Reginald's
Bruce.
quite a rogue name actually.
I know.
For a child part. Maybe that's why they cut it.
And was always kind of the loser child, like when there was, the PE sequence where they're like doing somersaults and doing back. Reginald was always the one who could never do the somersaults.
Oh, and
would
like he didn't get
be
picked
cut
for the
then.
Rounders team.
No, exactly. So
that was me.
The
actually,
writing was
to be
on the
fair.
wall. Reginald's days were numbered. Yeah.
That was me at school, Reginald. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was always picked last, and then they would give me sub.
But look at you now.
I'm still sub.
There you go. Yeah. I don't do sports at all.
But I do it with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And I always have. I've been a great cheerleader my whole life. And I'll
There you
be
go.
there in case anything goes wrong. I'll be there and I'll be enthusiastic about
Yeah,
it.
stick to the stuff you know. High School
Yeah,
Musical.
truly.
Yeah.
It's what I've always learned. So you might know Rob from their TikToks. And Rob and I both recently bumped into each other because Rob was nominated for a TikTok award.
Oh, that was fun.
Which was incredible. Like, that is such a massive deal. I feel like you're really downplaying it, but like...
No, I'm not. It's just awkward, isn't it? It's just a weird sort of thing to acknowledge. But yes,
Yeah.
it was lovely. I
But
was very
it's-
grateful.
Yeah, Rob was nominated for a TikTok award because of your videos. So can you tell me how the videos first came about? The iconic
Typical lockdown thing, wasn't it? I feel like it was for
Mm-hmm.
so many of us. I was stuck at home with nothing to do. And for me, social media became the stage. It became a way of having a connection with an audience again in a way that I hadn't had when I was when we were shut down. I was suddenly like, oh, but there are audiences out there. We just can't all be there together.
Mm-hmm.
So I then went to social media to cultivate that sort of community again. And I found all these videos, these home videos of when I used to put on shows as a kid, and I started sharing them, and they were the first things that sort of went viral. And then I'd do my own sketches, taking the mick out of theatre, loving theatre, but taking the mick out of it at the same time. And then yeah, got a nice little community going on. And you did exactly the same.
When you found these old videos, are they like on tapes?
Yes. So
How are you getting them on social media?
the videos that I upload are from my phone having filmed the telly.
So you close all the curtains?
Yes, exactly.
Really?
You know exactly what it was like
Sit
an
in a dark
old
room.
Victorian photographer's studio, how you'd have to close all the curtains and get like the dicky bird out. And I'd be like, shh, and no one can come into the living room. And I would just, and my hand would be shaking like that. So then I got a tripod. Who'd have thought tripods exist? Oh, there's one literally there and there and there. Because the first few, you can see my
Really?
reflection. In the very first one, I filmed it in the afternoon, and it's like this Disney parade that I put in my hall, and you can see me there, like holding the phone up. And then I thought,
And then
no.
you're like, right, get
Yes,
some
I was
blackout
like,
blinds on order.
Yeah, technology can be in my favour here. Yeah, so all the videos. But now I've had lots of messages from people saying videotapes are known to expire in about 20 years.
Oh, wait.
They run out, the tapes
Really?
rot or whatever, that's not the terminology. And they were like, so you'll need to convert. If you want to look at these again, you'll have to convert them. So I've started the process of getting a little converter, and you have an SD card and
Oh
all
my
that. But it's
God.
going to take me hours
Yeah, I bet. So you convert them to SD or to
Yeah.
DVD?
to SD cards.
Because
yeah.
we have a load of old home videos that were on like a camcorder,
Yeah.
which I'm guessing is the same
Yeah,
thing.
same thing.
Who knows? I'm like, what are all these
Honestly.
words? But on a camcorder, and my parents had them moved to DVD. But now I'm like, well, where am I meant to put a DVD?
Exactly.
So we've bought like the little DVD reader that goes into the laptop
Yeah,
to then
it's-
watch it. It's so long, isn't it?
Yeah, all the extension leads you need.
Oh
and
my
all that
gosh, it's a
stuff.
whole thing. But I'm glad you've started doing this process, because the videos are incredible. Like
Aw.
to know that that's what you've been like your whole life. And I'm so glad you did the videos
Thank
because, and I bet you are too, because
I am.
I am. Thank
am.
you. Because this has led on to quite a lot of things, not just a TikTok award and
Nope.
the content. It's made it to the stage. It's made it to the screen,
Well,
in news articles.
in news articles. It's made it to an EPK.
Yeah.
It's got a
It's
trailer on
made it to-
YouTube.
It has.
So yeah, it is on the screen. I suppose.
And I was going to say in a book.
In a book.
Because Rob wrote a play. I feel like this whole episode I'm just listing off your CV. And I'm like, I just let you talk about it,
It's a
actually.
nice reminder.
Yeah, so...
Yes, I turned it into a play, basically.
Cool.
People on TikTok were saying, cool, my sons are queer, but what can you do?
We're joking because earlier I went to call it Anything Is Possible, which is not what it's called.
Yeah.
That's the name of the title song.
Call yourself a friend.
Anything. Call yourself a friend, but what can you do?
But what can you do? If you're looking for a sequel.
Anything is possible when the stage is your living room. I went stage.
No, it's good to have a harmony
Anyway.
line. Yes, I turned it into a play because people on TikTok were saying how wonderfully supportive my dad, well, all my family, but mostly there was something about my dad being a very straight, working class, typical bloke, but like wearing a wig and letting his son wear a wig and not hating it. And I thought, well, there's not really that many stories where the dad specifically is just supportive from the beginning. and there's always some kind of journey that they have to go on where they end up accepting, like in Billy Elliot, or they don't accept them at all, and it's always very sad and traumatic. And I thought, no, I want to do a story where the queer person really gets on with their parents. So yeah, I just wanted to write a fun little story like that, really. Yeah,
And it's not that little.
No, I suppose not.
And maybe it started little, but ASMR. It started little, maybe, but it's grown and grown and grown.
Yeah.
You've performed on Broadway.
Well, yeah, in New York for a week.
So casual.
But yeah.
How was that? What's like different to the West End?
Yeah, really different. The crowds there are just so excited and really happy to be there. I think probably because tickets are so much more expensive. They have to really sort of train themselves to be really enthusiastic in a way
I will get my money's worth.
Yeah, exactly. And we're kind of more, I mean, ticket prices are rough as well, but we won't go into it. But we're kind of a bit more laid back. But New York audiences are just so like mad, but brilliant.
Yeah.
And they give you so much love. But in the whole area of Broadway, like Times Square, you go into a bar or a restaurant and people are asking you, are you going to see a show?
Yeah.
Like,
it's just what you do.
People just assume that you're there to see a show, which we don't have so much in the West End. So it feels like you're going in as it's part of a culture rather than just doing a show somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really
in
fun.
the UK. Are you here to see a show? No, I'm going to Winter Wonderland.
Literally, yeah, yeah. No,
Everyone's
it's
different.
very different over there.
So now it's time for...
Oh, that's a shame.
It's the wrong key. Hannah's Hotline. Oh, the phone's ringing.
Oh, so it is.
Is it Santa? Quick.
Have I been good or naughty?
Get
Let's find
it.
out. Hello?
Ho, ho. Sorry.
Hey guys,
Oh, hiya.
how do you balance a Christmas contract and your social life during Christmas?
Well, that's a very good question. Shall I hang up now?
Yeah, hang up. And
You'll have to watch the podcast for the answer.
yeah, put it on speaker.
Yeah. So, how do you balance it? I mean, you kind of can't. in the short answer,
Yeah.
we do 12 shows a week. So we do 2, which isn't actually that bad for Panto. Some do 3 shows a day. Our maximum is 2 a day. But we do 2 shows every single day.
For 6 days.
For 6 days, yeah. And then 2 shows Christmas Eve, 2 shows on Boxing Day, and you get Christmas Day off, really, which is you're just sleeping for most of it.
Literally, like, passed out on the sofa. I
Yeah.
remember.
That's what you did, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same when you did Wimbledon.
Yeah, I did Wimbledon,
Yeah.
and it was 2 every day. It really was a crazy time.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a social life at that time. And also, because it's Christmas and we're all so enthusiastic, about the show. Well, lots of people are, not everyone, but there was loads of social events as well. Oh, should we go for a cast curry, or should we go for a cast Christmas dinner? And it's like you sit there and I'm like a shell of a human. I'm like, I'm no fun to be around right now because I'm so exhausted.
And all I'm thinking is the next show.
Yeah.
In like 12 hours.
Literally. Sometimes you leave the theatre and it's like, right, literally see you in 10 hours.
Literally. Yeah, it is.
Do you have any early shows?
Our earliest is 12 on Christmas Eve.
Okay, fine. That's really not that bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I know some do 10.
Some shows do 10 a.m. starts. That should be illegal.
And that's usually on a 3-show day, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing 1 at 10 and then another 2 at some point in the day later on.
Yeah, but also I do remember there being really big gaps between our shows. We would have 1 at like 12 and 1 at 7. And it's like you do a 2.5 hour show. What time does that take you? 2:30?
Yeah, 2:30.
And then you don't need to start getting ready for the next show until maybe 6:30.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got a 4-hour gap between shows. I just remember sleeping on the floor of the dressing rooms in Wimbledon, like on my big duvet coat. I should have just taken a bed in there. Like, you know, you can get the
a blow-up bed or
yeah,
something
you can get
like
the
that.
fold-up ones.
Yeah.
But it is, I think any job that works over Christmas is tough because
Definitely.
it's a time of year where everyone's excited to have a couple weeks off work, or not everyone gets weeks off work, but, you know, a lot of kids are off school, and like it is time where lots of people spend time with family and friends, and there's loads of social events. So I find this is the first Christmas in like 4 years that I haven't been in a contract, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, I need to start making plans and arranging to meet up with people, because before, like, I just simply couldn't do that.
Yes.
So I'm excited for this year to be able to make plans and to not feel completely burnt out.
Yeah.
But like, it is tough. Any job that works over Christmas, especially unsociable hours, like people working.
That's the thing. That's why it's impossible to socialise, because really if you're lucky, you'll have a couple of hours off in the morning, but then you are actually at the theatre from lunchtime until 10 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
The show itself is always fine. I remember when I was thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to do 12 shows a week? I voice noted one of our first shows from the dressing room over the tannoy, and I like tallied up my actual stage time to make it easier to be like, oh, actually my stage time is like half an hour. So really it's an hour's work a day. That got me through the day. But really you are there for 8-9 hours.
Yeah.
So like you say, it's
like,
a lot of sort of waiting, hanging around.
Yeah, and that is all part of the job. And like the preparing for the show and warming up and getting ready and getting in full glam. And, you know, you're always wearing makeup and stuff, I'm assuming, for your part. I've never seen Palladium Panto, so I'm going to go this year. I'm finally able to go.
Yes, well, you brace yourself. It's going to be
It's an incredible cast.
year.
Rob's like part of the furniture at the Palladium now, and I feel like, touch wood, Palladium Panto, need them back every year because
Cut to me.
next year
she's gone.
Oh no, we're manifesting that you'll be there.
Well, I love doing
the cast are incredible though.
They're amazing.
You've had some like massive stars. How do you keep it cool?
I don't. I really don't. It's quite embarrassing. But I think they like me being a fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
I remember Julian Clary, who's one of the stars of the show. I've always loved him. And I think he enjoyed the fact that I was so inspired by him being, I don't know, younger, passing the baton over in a way to another queer who just wants to make people laugh. And I think if I'd have just pretended I didn't know who he was, he might have, I don't know. I think everyone likes to be said, thank you for inspiring me and thank you for the work you do.
And it's really special for them, I think, at Christmas time, because Julian Clary does it every year, right?
Yeah.
Like,
this will be
at the Palladium.
This is the 10-year anniversary and this is his 10th year. So he's done all of them.
What if it's his last year?
No, it won't be.
Okay.
He will never, ever stop, thank God. I don't know what we do without him. He holds it all together so brilliantly. I mean, we've got Catherine Tate as well, who's our newbie this year.
Catherine Tate, that's iconic.
It's amazing.
I feel like that's like my childhood.
Yeah.
Seeing her.
Being in the rehearsal room and seeing her do the sketches we love, but out of makeup, and I feel like I shouldn't be watching it. Do you know what I mean?
Like she's just practicing in her bedroom.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because we've grown up watching those characters, but I've actually never gone, oh, this is Catherine Tate doing them. I always think, oh, that's Nan. And And I'm like, oh no, it's Catherine Tate doing the voice. It's so strange to watch.
Does she do Vicky Pollard?
That isn't one of her ones.
Oh.
But.
Oh no!
But it's so funny you say that.
Lucas.
It's so funny you say that because that's a joke in the show. Julian Clary goes, I'm such a big fan of your work. She goes, thank you. He goes, do Vicky Pollard? She goes, not me.
Oh my God. I'm like, that's iconic. I love her, Vicky Pollard.
It's the same.
Cut that bit out. No, I'm kidding. So I'm bothered though. So face it bothered.
Yeah, they're the same sort of character,
Oh my
aren't
God,
they?
they are. Are they from the same show?
No, that's Little Britain.
What show did she do?
The Catherine Tate show.
Of course. Big fan. Imagine me, first day of rehearsals. That would be so embarrassing. Imagine I had her on the podcast. She sat there. So, where were you? Where did you get inspired to do Vicky Pollard? I think hopefully I'd have done some research. Oh my gosh. I mean, she is an icon.
She is, yeah. She's a legend, isn't she?
And it's her first ever Panto.
First ever Panto.
Which is pretty crazy.
I know.
That she's never done Panto.
Yeah, and I think, she's absolutely amazing and she's game for a laugh and she's thrown herself into it. But, a lot of people think, I'm not going to do Panto because, it's Panto.
Yeah.
And there's a snobbery around it. But let me tell you, it's one of the hardest things to get right. People think it's so easy, just telling jokes, but it is an art form. It sounds cheesy, but it is, and it's very specific. And Catherine has just got it down to a T. So I encourage anyone who might look down on doing a pantomime. It's the best training you'll have.
Yeah.
Because 12 shows a week with different kinds of audiences. Every show's different. It's exhausting, but it's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it tests stamina.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Sure.
I feel like I've only ever played the princessy part. So, and as much as that is a whole ball game in itself, because I found it really hard actually to go in, especially when I did Snow White a couple years ago, to go in and be this like, smiley, like happy every day.
Hard.
Because like, as human beings, we all have days where we're just like not.
Yeah, but you're the princess that
you're the princess that
the little girls want to look up to.
Yeah, and you have to be like the perfect character that kind of moves the story along.
Yeah.
And is like true a true princess.
Yeah.
And I just,
Whilst everyone else is being silly around you.
everyone else is having fun and being silly and doing jokes. And there was a couple times where like I was doing it with Dick and Dom and they would, you know, just have it like riffing and doing some silly things, and some funny things happened all the time. Like someone's got a weird laugh in the audience, or one of them farts on stage or something like that. Like,
yeah.
And you just want to be able to break out and laugh. But I couldn't. And I got quite ill that Christmas as well. And I just found it so draining, like having to like be that.
It's so interesting. Well, that you understand that's your role in it though. And it is important. But yeah, there are some roles in it that have license to break the fourth wall and go off on a tangent. And then there are the ones that have to stick to the story.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult.
It's hard.
Those roles are really tough.
Yeah. But then in hindsight, I look at the job and I'm like, oh, but it wasn't that deep, because like,
well,
it's important for the kids, and the show was, you know, it was a good show. It was in Wimbledon. It was a huge theatre.
Yeah.
And, you know, any show in front of an audience is super important. But I felt like what I was actually doing wasn't that much, but I don't know why I was so exhausted. And as you were saying, like you added up your stage time and it's like, oh, it's half an hour per show. And like if I'd have added it up, I spent more time in the dressing room than I did on stage. But like just being in that world and being at a theatre all the time is really draining.
Completely,
so yeah. I did find it really hard. But I would love to do Panto again and do a more, I don't know, like a different role.
Be fairy godmother.
Yeah, that would be fun. I would love that. Let's
have
manifest
my
that.
people talk to your people.
Yeah. So this year is Robin Hood.
No, last year.
Oh.
What is it? What is? I actually don't know what it is. Sleeping Beauty.
Yes, you do.
I know. I'm in rehearsals and I'm like, what Panto are we doing?
Because it's all the same, just in different fonts.
It's the same, exactly, it is. The plot is the most insignificant part of it. But we embrace that. Because I remember when they first started doing it, one of the reviews said, where is the story? And since then, we've just really lent into that more and more and more. So I had a song one year. Do you know Spamalot? Do you know Whatever Happened to My Part?
No, but carry on.
Okay, there's a song called Whatever Happened to My Part. And I changed the lyrics to Whatever Happened to the Plot. And just did a whole song about how none of it makes any sense.
Did you write that yourself?
Well, yeah, I took the song and then adapted the lyrics.
That is so incredible that you're doing that.
Yeah, well, that's what they like me to do really now. They like me to take these pre-existing songs and then...
Do it yourself?
Make a parody of it, really. Because that's sort of what I did with the sketches on TikTok, I think. That's why they sort of want me to do that.
And that is such a skill that you've got that so many people others don't. So like,
oh, I don't think so.
No,
I think we can all make a silly rhyme if we want to.
No, but I think that is such a skill that you bring to the table.
Oh,
and
thanks.
I really hope that Palladium appreciate how valuable that
is. They do. They're very lovely. Thanks, Palladium.
Me like, they better be grateful. I'm going to give you a knuckle sandwich. Okay, so we went on a bit of a tangent.
Sorry.
But no, we needed to talk about Panto because it's Christmas season. But answer to the question is, it's hard to have a social life over Christmas time, but we try our best. And to be honest, the main focus is sleeping and recovering and eating.
And it's not a long period, is it, Panto? It ends after about a month or two, and then you catch up afterwards. Hopefully. Listen, I'm sure some people do manage both, and props to your mama, but I certainly can't.
Me neither.
Tired.
Okay, let's do a confession. I don't know if you've realised, but I don't have my pitch pipe, and I'm going to fake it.
Wow, what a beautiful pitch pipe.
What note is it? Confessions of a drama queen. Confessions of a drama queen. That could have been slightly off. Okay. We've got a listener confession here. Hey, Hannah. We've got this one dancer in the cast who keeps adding their own moves. Like jazz hands and twirls where they're not needed.
Aww.
Okay, I know exactly
who this dancer is.
I know who it is, and I'm going to name and shame it right now. It's me.
Dance captain's coming out.
It's chaos. The director hasn't noticed yet. Do I tell them or just let them live their best freestyle life? No, do not say a word. It's not your place. And this is something I feel strongly about, and something I have learnt.
Yeah, I agree.
Is you don't give other actors notes. You don't say, oh, by the way, you're doing that wrong, or there's no jazz hands on that, or da-da-da-da-da. You just don't. And as much as the perfectionist or the type A in you wants to be like, they're doing it wrong and it's throwing off the whole piece and it's really getting to me, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go, because
it causes resentments unnecessarily.
It's not good within the cast.
Yeah, it's not. And there's systems in place that you should be using. a la your dance captain
Yep.
or a resident director,
Yep.
you should always go to the creative or the dance captain who is closer to the creatives.
Yep.
And they can channel it
Yes.
appropriately.
As a dance captain, you know, you've probably got lots to do. So if there are things that are really important that you're maybe missing, then it can be nice occasionally to have someone be like, I don't know if you've noticed it. I think just tread lightly, because you don't want it to be like, you're not doing your job right because I've noticed this and you haven't. And I'm sure you wouldn't be wording it like that. But tread lightly and just say, I don't know if you've noticed, but this person is doing this. And I just want to check if I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
It's that really awkward thing. And I've done it in the past. I don't know if I would do it now. But like, if we're all learning a routine and I see someone out the corner of my eye doing it wrong and I know I'm doing it right. Hi, can I just check? Can I just check that this is definitely on the right arm and not the left arm? Because I think
some of us are
aren't just doing the same.
We all need clarification.
I think we all just need to check what that is. And people do this all the time. I've done it in the past, but it's funny because it's just such a typical thing. It's like, well, I know I'm not wrong, but there's definitely people who
when there's
are.
20 people moving stage right and one person's going stage left. Can I just check? Are we all moving stage right?
Don't we all do that?
Because she's definitely not.
Yeah.
No, we all.
And we're all trying to do it in a way that's not like, by the way, Sally's wrong.
And it's always so clear.
We're all just being like, can I just get a bit of clarity?
Sally's wrong.
Sally Bowles is wrong. And she's doing a jazz hand when it's not meant to be a jazz hand. Like, we don't want to come out with it and say it, so we just tread around it. But you might as well have just come out and said it.
Yeah.
So I just think keep your mouth shut. And as much as that's hard, you need to just like look in the mirror, learn what you're doing, focus on you.
Look in the mirror, have a good strong
Have
word
a
for
good
yourself. You are worthy.
Sit yourself
You have
down.
got the choreography.
Do your daily affirmations. No, but if that's what works, that's what works.
Exactly.
But I know I know this feeling because I'm the type of person that if I see anything happening that's wrong, I try and fix things around me all the time when I should just keep my nose out of it. And I used to do this when I worked at Tesco.
Come on.
With the shoplifters. And like, I would try to explain.
So you know you have to pay for that.
Yeah, no, but truly.
Do we all have to? Do we have to pay for that?
Yeah. Am I right in thinking that you have to pay for these items?
I just thought you so you go, no.
It's just this man over here is actually just stealing it, and I was just wondering if this was normal. No, I didn't do that.
Go on.
But like at Tesco, I used to get home and be so angry about the shoplifters. And I'd get home and be like, well, why can't they just learn that it's wrong and it's illegal and they shouldn't be doing it? And my mum would be like, Hannah, just let it go. Like, it's not affecting your pay. It's not affecting
it's illegal.
you. But it's illegal, Mum. Like, I would be so pedantic about it. And I'd want to change them. And I'd want to, like, teach them that, like, no, stealing's wrong and you're going to get arrested and go to prison. And, like,
that is very Disney princess coded on you.
I've been like that my whole life. Like, when we were 16 and we started going to parties and my friends were like, yeah, might take some Smirnoff Ice or something. Like, I'm going to drink.
Whoa.
And I would be like, no, that's illegal. Guys, I can't believe we're doing this. Like, truly, I was such a Karen. And I think COVID made me more of a Karen. Anyway, at this said party, when all my friends were like drinking their Alco Pops and stuff and jelly shots, you want a Jello shot. I was so against it that I made a stand and I was like, well, I'm taking Capri Sun. And I took a 12-pack of Capri Sun to the party and I threw up.
Whereas the ones on the alcohol were totally fine.
They were just having a good time. And I was like, it's so acidic. I was like, ugh.
The girl that threw up was on Capri Sun.
I threw up. And they were like, told you so. And I was like, Mum, come pick me up. So I know the feeling of, you know, wanting to just stick to the rules and like sticking to what's right and wrong, but just don't get involved.
I love how this confession has turned into your confession. Like
Confessions of a Karen. No, that's what I used to be like. Ask anyone who grew up with me, truly.
You at the TikTok Awards with the Capri Sun.
Yeah, looking around like, ugh, I could never. And I actually don't drink now as well, but that's just for personal reasons. What was the question? Do I tell them or just let them live their best freestyle life? Don't tell them. Let them live their best life.
Someone will.
If it gets to opening night, actually, if it gets to like a bit before the show and no one's noticed, don't go to them. Go to your company manager or go to your dance captain or your resident. Tread lightly. Maybe go to the director.
Yeah.
But the director all equally could be like, did I ask for your opinion? So maybe just... It's not making you look bad. If anything, it's making you look better.
Just trust the process. Someone will tell her.
Someone will tell them. And it's all going to be okay.
Yeah, just don't let it be you.
I wonder what show it is they're doing. Maybe they're doing Les Mis and they're like, do you hear the people sing? And then it's like really inappropriate. That would be really hard. If it was Grease and they were just adding an extra jazz hand, you can get away with it. But
yeah.
Les Mis, maybe not. Oh my God, I feel like I've never laughed so much in an episode. That was so much fun. Okay, is there anything we didn't cover? I mean, there's loads about your career and life that we didn't cover.
No, I think we've put the world to rights.
Do you think we have?
Yeah. There's plenty we could talk about, but we probably shouldn't. We'll be here all day.
Okay, yeah, I'll end it. Oh. We're over.
2008. 20 years down the drain.
I've probably got your name written in a diary somewhere with a love heart around it from her.
It was the fringe and the Cockney accent.
Oh. Okay, so that is sadly the end of the episode. I've had so much fun. We didn't even go into lots of other things. Rob played MC in Cabaret, which I'm sure you all know. But we'll have to get you back on and we'll chat about it another time.
Yes, please.
You can follow Rob on TikTok and Instagram at
Rob Madge 02 on Instagram. Why I hear you ask? Because I made my Instagram account just after I was Gavroche in Les Mis at the O2, and I've never been able to change it since. People think it was my phone contract. It's not. So I put Rob Madge Motorola or something. No, Rob Madge 02 on Instagram. And then TikTok, it's, I can't remember, Rob Madge, and you'll see my face.
Just look them up and you'll find them.
Yeah.
Just simply look them up. And you can get tickets to see Rob in the Palladium Panto this Christmas up until the great question. Go and Google
middle of January.
Middle of January.
I think the 15th.
Maybe the 15th.
Or the 16th.
Not exactly sure. We'll put linked tickets in the show notes and the description. Thank you all so much for watching this festive episode. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow wherever you get your podcasts. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks for having me.